Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got this olive green smoky eye tutorial with flawless glowing skin and a nude lip. I created this look a few weeks ago and uploaded it to my Instagram, and a few of you guys requested this tutorial. And also I've been wanting to create a olive green smoky eye for my channel for quite a while now, as I'm a massive fan of wearing them. I absolutely love olive green eyeshadow. So I'm just going to let you know a few of the products that I used to prep my skin before I did this makeup, just to let you know what I used, because obviously this is quite a full dramatic glam makeup, and obviously it does take a toll on your skin, and it is quite hard to get glam makeup to look good when your skin isn't looking its best. So I just thought I'd give you a few little tips beforehand just to let you know how I got my skin kind of prepped, ready to go. So the first thing that I used was one of my new favourites, which I featured in a favourites video in my June favourites. It is this cleansing brush here. This is the Vanity Planet Spin for Perfect Skin. I've been using this for a good month now. I absolutely love this cleansing brush. This morning I used the exfoliating cleansing brush. I did clean it for you. I absolutely love this cleansing brush. It deep cleans your skin. It really helps to exfoliate, but at the same time it's super gentle. I found that it helps to really clear up my skin when I'm having any breakouts, and I just find that this really helps aid perfect makeup application and makes your foundation go on super smooth. And because of how much I love the cleansing brush, I did team up with Vanity Planet to give you guys a discount code if you wanted to get your hands on one of these. And the discount code gives you 70% off, and the discount code is Abigail. I'll put it up on the screen now. If you head over to the website and put the code in, it will give you 70% off, and you can get the cleansing brush for only $30, which is amazing. After that, I used a really lovely hydrating moisturiser. I used the Estee Lauder Day Wear, as I always use. You would have seen this in my skincare routine if you've watched that video. This is one of my all-time favourite moisturisers. It smells like cucumbers, it's super soothing, but it's still got high antioxidant protection. I absolutely love this moisturiser, and I find that it makes my makeup go on amazing. This is the Estee Lauder New Dimension Plump and Fill Lip Treatment. Since the start of my channel, I've been raving about this product. It is absolutely incredible. It helps to plump up the lips and help hydrate. I woke up this morning with super dehydrated lips. As soon as I apply this, it is literally life-changing. I literally cannot get over this product and how incredible it is. So much so that that is how much I've got left. Literally nothing. I'm like literally scraping it out now. I need to go and get a new one, and I also do love the other end for anyone that asks. I tend to use this around the edges of my lips to stop my lipstick from fraying and bleeding. So yeah, if you want to see how to create this beautiful green eyeshadow tutorial, then just please keep on watching. Okay, so starting with the eyes, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids with my MAC Soft Oak Paint Pot. This is what it looks like. So it is just a yellow toned eyeshadow base. It just neutralises any redness on the eyes and creates a really good base for our eyeshadow, as we are going for quite a dramatic eyeshadow look today. When I'm doing a dramatic eyeshadow, I always start with my eyes, just because if we get any fallout we can clean it up and we don't ruin our foundation and concealer. And by the way, this is going to be my first tutorial using my new camera, so let me know how you like the quality, and I also have autofocus on this new camera as well. So now to set our eye primer. This is the MAC Brulee eyeshadow. It's just a matte cream eyeshadow shade, and I'm just going to use this to set the Soft Ochre Paint Pot, just so our eyeshadows blend really nicely over the top. So I'm just using this on a Real Techniques number 200 Bold Metals brush. So because we're going for quite a winged out dramatic eyeshadow, I'm going to be using Scotch tape. So I'm just using 2 pieces of Scotch tape. I'm just using about a thumb's length size of Scotch tape, and I'm just lining it up with the corner of my eye and taking it up towards the tail of my brow. And what that's going to do is just give us a really nice precise line, so when we peel the tape off, it gives us a really kind of sharp and cut look for our eyeshadow. I'm going to be working with Makeup Geek shadows, just because I find the pigments amazing and I just love working with them. So the first eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using is from Manny MUA and Makeup Geek when they collaborated with a palette, and this is what the palette looks like. It's an absolutely beautiful palette. So I'm going to be using today this colour here, this one here, and these two matte browns. I'm going to start off with this colour here, which is the colour Beaches and Cream. You can buy this individually if you wanted to. So I'm taking this on a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to put this through my crease as my transition shade, and this is just going to help with blending later on. I'm going to be taking the colour Sora from the palette, which is the middle colour here, which is that colour there, which is the middle colour. This is a kind of mid-toned warm brown, and it is a matte colour as well. So I'm going to be using that on the same brush, and again just applying that in my crease, and I'm just building up the colours in my crease, slowly building up the depth to the eyes. I'm going to be going in with the colour Frappe, which is this slightly deeper and more cool toned matte brown, again on the same blending brush. But I'm taking this colour slightly lower in the crease, just again to add some more depth and definition. Okay, so the last colour from the Mani MUA palette we're going to be using in our crease is the colour Aphrodite, which is a beautiful kind of purpley, browny matte colour. I'm going to be using this to deepen up the crease, so I'm just going to be using that on a Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush. So it's that colour there. So I'm going to be taking a really small amount of that, and I'm going to be applying this on the lowest part of the crease, but I'm also going to be applying it on the inner corners of the eyes as well. So slightly like a halo eye, but it is obviously winged out. But I do want to apply it on the inner corner and the outer corner, and also right in the lower part of the crease as well. So like so. So I'm taking it first on the outer corner, and also I'm applying a really light pressure with my hand with the brush. Don't apply too much pressure because you'll end up going too heavy-handed, and then you'll get too much payoff with the colour. You don't want it to go too intense. And then as you can see, I'm taking it onto the inner corner as well. Like so. I'm going back in with our first initial brush, and going in and blending that out again. So now we're going in with the star of the show, the main eyeshadow that we're going to be using. I'll just get it out of my palette. So this is a single eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. It is part of their foiled eyeshadow collection, and it is an amazing golden olive colour. So this is what the colour looks like. So this is the colour Jester from Makeup Geek, and this is a foiled eyeshadow. It is a beautiful olive green colour with reflex of gold. It is absolutely stunning, and it's a really nice wearable way to wear a pop of colour. So I'm going to be applying this beautiful colour all over the lid and focusing it on the centre of the eye. Now I find with the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, the best way to apply them is with your fingertips, just because I find you get the best colour payoff. So I'm going to be taking it on my ring finger, like so. As you can see, they're super pigmented. Okay, so I've just taken Jester all over my lid, as you can see, and then I've gone back in with the Zoeva brush with the Aphrodite colour on and blended it out a little bit. And now I'm going to be going in with this colour here, again from Makeup Geek, which is another foiled eyeshadow. This one here is in the colour Untamed. So as you can see, this one is a beautiful bright gold colour, which is similar to the reflex in the green eyeshadow. Now you might be thinking, why am I pairing this bright gold with this green? All I'm going to be doing with this shade is actually just popping a really small amount of it in the centre of the eye, just to make the green pop. So I'm going to be taking a really small amount of this on my finger, patting it in the centre, and then taking a clean finger and then just blending it out. And because the green has a golden undertone, the gold really complements the green. So as you can see, the difference between the side with the gold in the middle and then the side without, it really does make a difference. Now we've completed the eyeshadow on the top, we can now peel off the tape. So all I do is just take the corner and gently just rip it off. Well, not rip it off, gently peel it off. Also, before you put tape on your eyes, make sure that you take the sticky off on the back of your hand a good few times, just to make it easier to peel off. This doesn't actually hurt at all. Okay, so I'm going to go back onto my eyes later, but first I'm going to move on to my face. So because I am sick right now and I've got a cold, my skin is super dehydrated and dry, and just overall pretty gross, to be honest. So I'm going to be using some really nice hydrating and nourishing products on my skin. So the first thing I'm going to be using is a really nice hydrating primer. So it's the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash Primer. This is a really nice hydrating base, so I'm just going to be using a small amount of this. And this is really pretty because it's got really nice soft golden reflex in it, and it's a really nice base for foundation. Okay, and to also help with a glow, I'm going to be adding a liquid illuminating highlighter underneath my foundation today. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Halo Highlighting Wand, and this is in the colour Gold. So I'm just going to be clicking this a few times and just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones and above my eyebrows, down the bridge of my nose. I'm just going in with a damp beauty blender and just blending that out a little bit. So I'm actually going to be using one of my favourite glowing foundations for my skin. It needs a really extra boost of a glow, and it's actually from the drugstore, which is even better because it makes it more affordable. So this is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Lightweight Infusing Foundation. This is absolutely a beautiful foundation. Like the name suggests, it's a luminising, glowy foundation. It's a nice, I'd say like a medium coverage, I'd say. They have a really nice kind of colour selection as well. I have the colour here in the shade Golden Linen, W3. I'm going to be doing something different with my foundation today as well, and this is something I've seen on Instagram recently. I've seen girls on Instagram use face oils on their beauty blenders and then blending in their cream products, so I thought, why not give that a go? So I'm going to be just doing like 2 or 3 drops of that on my sponge and then blending in my foundation. My Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil, and I'm just going to use 3 drops of that on my beauty blender, and I'm probably just going to pop this on first. Foundation. So I thought I'd give this oil trick a go. Like I said, I've seen loads of girls on Instagram. I'll just grab a mirror, sorry. I've seen loads of girls on Instagram using oils with their skin products, and it makes their skin look amazing. So I thought, well, I want my skin to look like that. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go and see how I get on. I've gone back to using an old favourite of mine. This is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I had a backup in my Alex drawers over here, and I just didn't open it because I thought I'd try out some new concealers. And I've really missed this one, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just going to use this under my eyes. My Urban Decay Naked Skin. And this is in a really pale colour. This is in the shade Light Warm, because I use it for highlighting. Now, as soon as I've done my concealer, I have to set it straight away because otherwise it creases on me underneath my eyes. So, yeah. Now, you guys probably already know what I'm going to say. And the product I'm going to use, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to guess. 3, 2, 1. Laura Mercier powder. I'm using it with my beauty blender in the product. I just tip a little bit into the lid and then go in under my eyes, and that just instantly sets. Okay, so now to set my foundation on my face, I'm going to be using my Benefit Hello Flawless powder in the shade Honey. And I'm just using a really small amount of this all over just to set. For bronzer today, I'm going to be going in with my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. It is a super warm toned bronzer. I'm going to use this on a brush which I've been loving for my bronzer, which is this brush here from Benefit. This is what it looks like. This is the Benefit Hoola brush and I just absolutely love it for my bronzer. So I'm going to be using a really small amount of this because the Give Me Sun bronzer is super pigmented. I'm just using this in the hollows of my cheekbones. I'm also going to be taking this underneath my jawline. Now to brighten up underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using my Smashbox contour palette, which looks like this. So you get 3 shades, you get your highlight, your bronze and your contour. So I'm going to be using the highlight shade under my eyes. Today I'm going to be mixing together the bronze and the contour shade from the same palette, and I'm just going to mix those two together and just tap off any excess. And I'm just going to use a really small amount of this from the top of my ear to the corner of my mouth and then blending that upwards. Okay, so for blush today I'm going to be going in with one of my all-time favourite blushes from Kat Von D. This is in the colour Wish in her Everlasting Face Shaper blush. This is what the colour looks like. Now I'm pretty sure that she has stopped selling these blushes now and she's changed them, but any peach blush will do that you have at home. And I'm just taking, again, a really small amount of that. I'm just applying it on the apples of the cheeks and blending it upwards. And for highlighter today, I'm going to be using an old favourite for me. This is the Balm's Mary Luminizer. Ooh. It is a beautiful golden champagne colour, and I'm just using this on a fan brush. And I'm just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones. And you see how intense this is. This has been a favourite of mine for a good couple of years now. Okay, so for my brows today, I'm going to be filling them in off camera because I've got a completely new brow routine. I am thinking about doing it in a whole new separate video, so let me know if you want to see a new brow routine. But I'm going to be using my new Benefit brow products, and I have 2 other products back there. But for today, I'm going to be using the Ka-Brow Cream Gel with Brush, which is basically like a pomade for the brows. I'm going to be using a 3D brow tone, which is like a highlighting gel for the front of the brows to give more dimension, and then setting them in place with the Ready Set Brow. So I'm going to fill in my brows and then I'll be back. Okay, so now moving on to liner. Today I'm going to be using my NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I'm going to be using this to create a winged liner today. Winged liner, so that's what I'm going to do. What is it with these dogs? I'm just going to be applying some eyeshadow on my lower lash line. Today I'm going to be going back in with my Mani MUA palette, and I'm going to be mixing together these 2 shades here, which are the colours Frappe and Aphrodite. And I'm just using this on a flat shader brush from MAC. Any flat shader brush will do for this. Full golden shimmery highlighting colour. It is an absolutely beautiful, intense shade, so I'm just going to be using this on the inner corners of my eyes to help brighten up a little bit. So I'm now just going to be applying my lashes. These are from Isla actually. These are the number 143 lashes. They're really nice because they're nice and fluffy and wispy, and they go really nice with this dramatic olive green eyeshadow. Okay, so lastly moving on to the lips. The first thing I'm going to use is one of my all-time favourite liquid lipsticks from Stila. This is the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the colour Caramello. This is the most perfect nude colour ever. I've just gone all over my lips with the Caramello shade, and before that dries I'm going to go in with Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in the shade I'm Nude. I'm just going to give this one a little bit of a shake first, just because they do recommend giving them a shake, just because they do separate a little bit. And I'm just going to apply this one in the centre of my lips. And just to blend that together, I'm going to pat it in with my ring finger. Okay, so that's the final look complete. I hope you enjoyed watching this olive green smoky eye with the flawless glowing skin and this beautiful matte nude lip. If you did enjoy this makeup tutorial, then please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel if you aren't already to see more tutorials from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next Friday in my next video. Bye guys!